students, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to discuss about coordination compounds. Before starting this topic, I would like to discuss some basics, how it is formed. So coordination compounds are also one type of salt. It is known as complex salts. We already know that different types of salts are there. Two classification of salts are there. One type is acidic, basic and neutral salts. One more type is simple salt, double salts and complex salts. So now I am going to discuss about the second category of classification of salts. So see here. So simple salts, how it is formed? It is a neutralization of an acid by base. Second, double salts are formed by mixing of two salt solutions by evaporating them in the stoichiometric proportion. And third is a complex salt. So it is formed by a Lewis acid and Lewis base. See, what is the difference between these three types of salts? We already know that if you dissolve any salt in water, it dissociates into ion. In this concept, it will vary. See here, let's discuss that one. See here. This NaCl I am dissolving in water, it dissociates into Na plus and Cl minus ions. Next, now I am taking double salt example as a potash alum. See here, potassium sulfate, aluminium sulfate with 24 water molecules attached. Now I am dissolving this potash alum in water. It dissociates into 2 K plus ions and 2 aluminium ions, and totally 4 sulfate ions are there with the water molecules attached. So now these molecules dissociates into ions, constituent ions, that means corresponding ions. But complex salts, when dissolved in water, it will not dissociate into 4K plus Fe2 plus 6Cn minus. See here, this is example of complex salt K4FeCN6. If I am dissolving this salt in water, it will not dissociate like other salts as 4K plus Fe2 plus 6Cn minus. It is not possible. Instead of that, it dissociates into one simple ion and another is a complex ion. That ions may be complex, may be a cation or anion. So see here, this is this unique property or unique nature of complex salts. It is very, very important. Without knowing this concept, you can't apply any concepts in coordination chemistry. See here, this K4FeCN6 plus H2O dissolved in water means it dissociates into simple ion. Here simple ion is a cation, 4K plus ion, plus remaining is as it is as a large ion. It dissociates into the complex ion. Okay, so this is very, very important. If you dissociate complex salts in water, it dissociates into one simple ion and complex ion. It is very, very important, students. Without knowing this concept, you can't find the oxidation state of the metal, unpaired electrons, magnetic moment, everything. Okay, so it is very, very important concept. Okay, so now we will discuss about the coordination compounds. See here, already I said it is formed by a Lewis acid and Lewis base. Okay, what is that Lewis acid? It is an electron acceptor. That Lewis acid is an electron acceptor. Okay, so what is that Lewis acid and Lewis base? It is nothing but it is one type of acid base theory. So acid base we can explain by two concepts. One is a proton concept, another is an electron concept. With the help of electrons we can define acid and base, or with the help of proton also we can define acid and base. So Lewis theory concept explained by electrons. So here Lewis acid means electron acceptor. Okay, next Lewis base means electron donor. Lewis base is an electron donor. Okay, so which one in complex compounds, which one acts as an electron acceptor? Metal or metal ion? Mostly metal ions involved in the complex. So electron acceptor is a metal ion. It is very, very important, student. Next, electron donor means it is a ligand. It is a unique name used in the coordination compounds. So ligands, that means the molecules are ions which attached with the metal ion, that is known as ligands. So that ligands, three types are there: anionic, cationic and neutral ligands. Okay, based on the charges we can classify it. So ligands are electron donors, metal ions are electron acceptor. It is very very important, student. So see some examples. Metal ion means chromium 3 plus, Fe2 plus, Fe3 plus. Metal ions only involved in the coordination compounds. It is very important. Next, example for ligands. See now, Cl minus, chloro, Cn minus, cyano. So these two are example for anionic ligands because the charge is minus. So it is anionic ligand. Next, water and amine act as a neutral ligands. How it acts as, it does not have any charge, but how it can act as a ligands. That means we know that ligands means it should donate electron, right? Here, due to the presence of lone pair of electrons, now this acts as a ligand. See, in water molecule, water has 2 lone pair of electrons, right? Now, water can donate these 2 lone pair of electrons to metal ion. Next, amine. In amine, nitrogen has 1 lone pair of electron. That lone pair can donate to central metal ion. That's why it acts as an electron donor. Clear, students? Okay. One more thing, what is the unique property of coordination compounds? It do not dissociate into constituent ions in solution. So see now, I took one example. It is a copper complex. When it dissociates into water, okay, when dissolved in water, it dissociates into copper 2 plus 4NH3 plus 2Cl minus. Okay, you should not write like that, students, because it is a coordination complex. So it dissociates into one simple ion and a complex ion. So here everything is simple ion. So here the concept is wrong. Okay. So which one act like this means simple salt and double salts dissolves in the constituent ions, but not a complex salts. So now complex salts dissolved in water, how it is dissociates means as a complex sphere as it is. This sphere as it is formed as an ion and remaining thing is as a simple ion. See here, this is the sphere. So Cu NH3 4 plus here 2 chlorine atoms involved, so it forms 2 chlorine ions. We already know that chlorine charge is negative, right? So it is the given complex is neutral. Neutral means represents both positive and negative charges are equal, right? So here now the solution has 2 negative charge means this complex should have 2 positive charge. This is the concept, students. So clear? So you should consider here, whenever you are writing the charge of the complex, you have to cross check once again. So here number of charges is always equal. Number of positive charges and negative charges is always equal. How much negative charge you are getting, that much positive charge present in the complex. Clear, students? See now with examples I will explain once again. See here, first example, K4FeCN6. When this molecule dissolved in water, okay, you will get 4K plus this sphere as it is, you will get in the form of ion. So now 4 positive charges are there. That's why here charge of the complex is 4 minus. Clear, students? Next, second complex, COEN tries Cl3. So Cl3 outside the sphere, right? Outside the molecules, outside the sphere molecules only dissociates into ions. Remaining thing as it is as a sphere. Yeah. So when this molecule dissolved in water, you will get COEN tries plus 3 chlorine ions. So 3 negative charges, that's why charge of the complex is 3 positive, 3 plus. Next, third compound, if you dissociate this one in water, you will get, see, first is simple ion. So here you will get 2 potassium ion plus COCl4 2 minus. Why we are getting 2 minus here, students? Because 2 positive charges here, that's why you are getting 2 negative charges. Then only the complex will neutral. Clear, students? Next, this complex dissolved in water, you will get 2 potassium ion plus nickel Cl4 2 minus ion. Next, this one. This is the given complex. These two complexes in a combined form, it doesn't have any charge. That means neutral. But when we dissociate in water, these two complexes have specific charge. See now, chromium NH3 6, cobalt CN6. So here we should consider the nature of ligand. So nature of ligand also very important, student. Based on the ligands only you can find the charge of the complex. So now this CN ligand, this ligand is very strong ligand. So you will get here 3 negative charge. So this is the weak ligand. So you will get positive charge here. Clear, students? So now given complex is neutral. When we dissociate in water, you will get one is a positive complex, another is a negative complex. Clear, students? So in next video I will tell you how to find out the charge of the complex. Clear, students? So this is the introduction topic of coordination compounds. In this thing, one thing is very important, students. You should know how to dissociate the coordination compounds. Without that you can't find the number of unpaired electrons, oxidation state, magnetic moment, everything. So I hope you can understand the concept of coordination compounds. If you like this video, please click on like button, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.